This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, my beautiful nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 73. And as always, it's me, Jack. With me is Eric, Tones, Dan, and Lenny.
Sup, Boo Boo Chows.
Hey. So Tones, what were we gonna do today?
So today was going to be the long-awaited for us, and by us I mean mostly those who had watched it beforehand, Avatar retrospective, similar to the Cowboy Bebop retrospective. But as you can see, we do not have everybody here, and one of those people was one of the people who watched the show for the first time and would have probably had a good amount to say and would have gone to a controversial statement of how they felt about this series and the sequel series. So we wanted to save that for when said person would be able to join us so we can get into all those shenanigans as we always do. So instead, this week we are doing news because it's been a couple weeks since we done news, because last week was just the good old Thanksgiving special where we just sat around and talked.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so beautiful. Oh, that would have been so beautiful. We have it for next week. Just gotta change.
I mean, it's prepared. I mean, I prepared it like a few days after we uploaded the other one.
It's episode 74 now, so like,
yeah, it's okay.
Make sure you fix that. Yeah.
Nice comeback, Eric. Just for correcting me.
No.
Right. Yeah. So that's the plan for today. Kind of go through some news that was not necessarily missed. We just didn't do it for that week.
It's just it's a nice catch up. It kind of works out because we do have these 2 weeks of
how
stuff.
long has it been since we had a news catch up episode? I think it's been a while.
It's been at least 10 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
We have one every.
I'll look at it later.
That's great.
No,
honestly,
I mean we could do that. We could start doing that. That works.
I think maybe the WandaVision was that. The WandaVision PS5 event, because that's when trailers dropped and PlayStation.
I think that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, actually, before we begin formally with the lightning round, we did want to bring something up. It happened very recently, like maybe 2 days ago. But the actor David Prowse, who was the body of Darth Vader, passed away at the age of 85. And I looked it up, I looked more into it, and apparently it was due to COVID. But like, yeah, he's well known in more of the Darth Vader character, but he was more than just that character. Like he was a bodybuilder and a weightlifter, and it's unfortunate that he had passed. There's a picture I found, not to bring it more down, but there's a picture I found with like some of the original actors from the first Star Wars movie, and it's like kind of, it's not in like in bad taste, but what they do is they photoshopped the actors that have passed away and like put him in like the Force Jedi kind of Force Ghost kind of thing as like an honor thing. That I saw that on Twitter when I found out that he had passed away. And although he didn't do the voice, he clearly like came into the role of Darth Vader enthusiastic and really embodied that like really like strong tall figure that we all came to love. Like very menacing in that costume is what I'm trying to say. Like he very imposing kind of character.
He was your favorite antagonist in the first.
He really
video.
was. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I mentioned in that if I didn't, like it was like when people saw him for the first time in like coming out of the smoke in the opening of A New Hope. Like that was really a menacing shot, like of him coming out of the smoke and like just basically walking there menacingly. It was a really like powerful visual, and like a really nice introduction for that character. But like I said, he did more than just Darth Vader, but that's his most famous role. I mean, the only thing we can say is, hearts go out to the family, and may he rest in peace.
And may his legacy live on.
Yes.
Going on to more positive topics, let's get into lightning round.
So, getting into lightning round, The Undertaker, a professional wrestler known in the WWE for about, I want to say, 30 years almost?
I was going to say
Maybe more than
20
that.
years, but I guess it was wrong.
No, not 2000. It was like early 90s.
Dude, I don't watch WWE.
You're an American.
I know the guy.
Uncultured swine. He has retired from the WWE after a very successful career. Happy to
like
see
The
it.
Rock and John Cena, like they like honored him in some type of way or something like that. Not congratulated, but they gave high praise to him on social media or something like that.
He's going down in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
WWE Hall of Fame.
So yeah,
I never watched WWE, so I honestly just
Neither
haven't.
have I.
Uncultured swine.
I love
Hey,
this
man, I said
entire
hey.
theme.
Oh my god.
I said yay. All right.
I'll
I'll give it a yay.
I can't relate to
I'll
y'all.
give
Giving
it
it
a
a
yay.
hard yay.
No, y'all are not giving condolence yays. We don't do that around here.
Yeah, we do.
I watched him.
We literally do. What do you mean?
Lemmy's the only one that watched it. think
Have
we
you seen
talked
him
about
come out of a
this, too.
coffin? Have you
Mhm.
seen the match where he comes out of a coffin?
Every match.
Okay,
Okay,
how
all,
about if
all I'm saying is
Yes.
Eric's giving me full rights to be petty later on in the episode. Thank you.
Absolutely.
how about if I say I played a WWE game?
Play a
And I
WWF
can't
game.
even
play
say
it?
that.
No.
Do you play a WWF game?
Yes, because that's the only guy I recognize other than John Cena.
The Rock.
I mean, he
Stone Cold
wasn't in the
Austin.
game.
Oh my god.
All right, maybe he was, but it was chosen.
Rey Mysterio, you know who Rey Mysterio is, and this is not
All right,
being
Eric.
me being racist. This is just
Look, okay. Just to
That's-
clarify, we're both Hispanic. Just to
Rey
clarify, putting it
Mysterio.
out there.
I
Eddie
guess I no
Guerrero.
longer have a comment
Me
on
and
this.
Eric, not just
I
me
don't
and
give it a
Eric
yay
still.
or nay. I give it a fuck you, Eric. Okay.
You're welcome. All right, we can move on.
We're spending too much time
Going
on.
on.
Moving
Lenny.
on. Predator. The Predator reboot is in the works right now from the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane.
This. Yay.
If you don't know about Predator, the movie that's been out for 33 years, then there's something wrong. But I am
Don't call me out
ready.
like that.
I'm ready for it. You didn't have to mention it. You didn't have to say anything.
This is more for the listener.
Yeah.
You are calling me out, so now I feel bad about myself. Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like you didn't need to say anything because I didn't know you didn't watch it.
I like 10 Cloverfield Lane a lot, so I'm excited for this.
It was good.
10 Cloverfield was meh, but I like Predator. Even though people don't like the first action scene, but it's like it sets the tone.
I mean,
I wonder-
another reboot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if we're gonna
Ready.
get
They're gonna
Predator
fuck up
versus
the beginning
Alien.
again.
I'm not saying that.
It's not gonna be Predator
No, I'm saying. I wonder how long it's gonna take for that to
To,
get
like,
to that point
to reboot all of them.
to reboot Aliens and then put them together again.
Oh, if they reboot Aliens, it's gonna be worse. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it. It's going to be worse.
Hmm.
Don't
Good
say
luck.
that, Dan. I'm gonna cry about it.
All right, Jack.
Okay, sorry. So Deadpool 3 is moving forward at Marvel with Bob Sperger's writing team. I used to watch it when it was coming out and would watch it on Hulu, Bob's Burgers, and they're a very funny writing team because their burger, each episode had a different like burger on it on the menu, and it was all puns. Yeah. So
I
I'm
think they're just trying to get a new, fresh take on the character that's not connected to previous Deadpool incarnations. Right? Like even though this is technically Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
It's moving forward with a different team. So I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for this as well.
I still haven't watched Deadpool 2, so.
You watched Deadpool 1?
Yeah, I've watched the first one, just not the
then
second.
you're fine. You don't have to watch 2. 2's fine, but I really love 1.
You don't
was
even have
good.
to watch
One was-
1. Honestly, like if they're going where I think they're going with this, you don't even have.
You don't have to watch. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
no. I get what Eric is saying. Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
Eric, I thought you were dissing Deadpool.
No,
No.
at first I thought he was too, but I was like, nah, you got a point. Especially with the whole getting new writing team.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe this is the guy who's doing Freddy Krueger now, right? Robert Englund.
Yeah.
So that man, that actor, not the character, but the actor's been cast in Stranger Things season 4.
As a sociopath.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like some kind of like Russian antagonist or something.
No, he's like he was like in a psych ward and he like escapes from a psych ward and it's nuts.
Did you
on
see
how they describe
Stranger
it.
Things?
No, they put out
No, have you
a
seen
whole
it?
bunch of cast lists. What, Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Well, do you remember how it ends?
What do you mean? The season hasn't come out yet.
No, Stranger Things season 3.
Oh yes. I
Yeah,
know
well,
what you
I'm
mean.
talking about David Harbour's character.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
where the American is at right now. I'm pretty sure that's where that character might be, the Robert Englund's character.
No, he's in
Or he's in.
America.
Oh, okay. Well, F me then. Okay. So I'm excited for that. Because I want to see a different element in Stranger Things. Like, I like the show, but I want to see some different crazy things.
True.
So I'm excited for that.
I'm giving it a nay just because my sister told me that because I like D&D, I should watch the show, and that pissed me off.
Oh,
and I've been
God.
off by the show.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
I was giving it like nay because they fucked up what Demogorgon is. Therefore, no.
Dude, someone can't in school. So I don't know if I'm not gonna say who said it, but there's a teacher who's like, "Oh, you like nerdy things? You should watch what's it called? Big Bang Theory."
That is probably even worse. That's probably the worst
That
thing I've
is
ever
worse.
heard.
That's
It's really
hilarious.
funny, but I couldn't
That's
tell him like,
hilarious.
"No, thank you." Let that stop.
No, I would have. I would have been like, you disrespected me. You realize
Because
that, right?
that show is just an insult to all nerds. But we're not gonna get too much into that.
I would have been like, I'm into substance, you asshole, not nerdy things. That would have been my answer, but you know.
All right, Lenny.
All right, my thing. HBO orders The Last of Us adaptation.
To series.
The series. I did not. to
That's
me, that
okay.
doesn't make sense.
Was it supposed to be a movie at first, and now it's gonna be a series?
No, they like didn't even pilot it. They just put it straight through to however.
Oh, I
episodes it's
see.
gonna be.
Okay.
Okay, I was
Remember
gonna
we-
say like I'm confused. It's
Yeah,
just
I was
like,
confused by that
That's-
wording.
Yeah, that's what that means. Like they
Yeah.
just went straight for like it's.
Okay,
getting
so
it.
it's just okay.
Yeah.
'Cause remember we talked about this a while ago that they were planning on. doing
Yeah,
something?
no, but I didn't realize
Yeah,
what that
so
wording
it-
meant. That wording threw me off.
Yeah, it did throw me off earlier, but I understood because I
Yeah,
read more into
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
that's why I paused. I like, what do you mean to series? Was it changed?
I'm a little indifferent. I don't know how to feel about it.
After
Okay.
2.
I didn't play 2, nor did I see any spoilers. So
Oh, I saw
all
everything.
of 2.
yeah, and I told you not to tell me anything.
Yeah, I won't. I mean, I get it, and I get why people wouldn't think it's disappointing, but personally, I think it's disappointing. So that's where
I'm
I'm
not
at
even
with
gonna
it.
get it because it doesn't run on my PS4 that well. So I don't know. Jack and Eric.
I'm
No.
different because I watched PewDiePie play Last of Us, and I kind of got bored of it after a little bit.
See, that's weird to
one
me
or
because
second
you
one?
like Walking Dead, and I feel like it's not the same.
No,
but it has
yeah.
the same sort of like apocalyptic thing.
No, I did like it. It was just there are certain scenes that like the 10-hour playthrough I just didn't watch of Abby. So I may watch the show, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be indifferent about it because I'm a big fan
that's
of the
gonna
first
be
one.
like John Wick, then I'll be interested.
I don't know. This might be another Witcher where like I haven't played the games, but like I really like the show. So I'm still excited for Witcher. So
Yeah. Jack.
Okay, so Linda Carter is in talks to appear in the Flash solo film. And what I just found out is that she's also in the Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, I forgot what she plays.
I can.
Oh, Wonder Woman.
She
No,
may
in the
play-
no. Wait, well, hold on.
She did
Chick.
play Wonder Woman in in the 80s TV show.
I thought Jack was talking about the movie.
No, I was talking
Oh,
about
okay.
the movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, she's been in Supergirl. She's gonna be in Wonder Woman 2.
She was in one of the crises.
Yeah.
As the president.
I mean, it works, but like again, to what
I don't know, bro.
extent?
Michael Keaton, bro. Who knows?
Like at this point, I don't know what the Flash film is doing. Is it trying to fix things, or is it just trying to like
Both.
bring back nostalgia so people go
Both.
watch the movie?
I think
Probably.
he's trying to make him a Flashpoint, but he doesn't realize that he's making Flashpoint.
I mean, they've had so many different directors and writers at this point. Who knows what it's gonna go through? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Every time I hear it, it sounds like Flashpoint, and that scares me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. The TV show has gotten so much to like into it. Like, what are you gonna do different in this one? It's just weird at this point.
You really don't ever know.
Flash TV show should have gone for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
A
Or
lot
2.
of the shows should have only gone for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, maybe Arrow ends at 5 or something.
I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna lie. It's looking like that at this point with all their shows.
Supergirl should have ended so much sooner.
Season 2
I
or
actually
3.
liked like the first 2 seasons, and then like it just got
Dragon.
it just got hard to watch.
I mean, I'm still watching, but it takes me a while. Like, I gotta watch Black Lightning all over again because it's ending after this season.
That's the thing. I don't want to go back to many of the things just to. 'Cause I never watched Supergirl, even though Tones and Brandon like speak highly about the first couple seasons.
Terrible.
It's not bad, but I just
It just gets real repetitive.
yeah.
It's after a while they just get really formulaic because they're just like, oh, this works. We can just make money and not.
Well,
try.
no, I think where I fell off. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in episode 9 of the podcast when we were like
flashback.
I was like, it just gets repetitive, like so much to the point where like they share similar storylines, but they all have a team.
Yeah.
Like Arrow has a team. Oh, look, now Flash has a team. Oh, Supergirl has a
That's
team.
exactly what it is, though.
Oh,
Like-
now we have a show where it's literally based on a team.
It's a team because the people didn't make the team, so they made their own team. No, I don't.
What? Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Like, who's the leftovers? Yeah, let's put him in a team.
The Legends. That's the Legends of Tomorrow. They're all the leftovers, dude. Too
It's
much
facts
going
right
on.
there.
It's too much going on in the shows, so they had to make their own.
I don't know if we said yay or nay for the Linda Carter thing.
I mean, nostalgia.
Like, I was gonna say, good for her. She has another appearance as the character,
She got
I
another
assume as the
paycheck, you know?
character. But like, I don't get it. Flash, the fuck? What are you doing? Step
Just
your game up.
fucking shut up.
All right. Speaking of not fucking shit up, the Daredevil rights have finally returned to Marvel.
Papa bless, honestly.
Been 2 years. Honestly, these 2 years have really gone by, like, fast.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching Daredevil season 3 in downstairs on my PS4 when my brother was still here, and I remember there was an incident that happened at the restaurant. Like, nothing bad happened. It was just the alarm went off, and then everyone came back home. I started watching Daredevil like the third episode in. My brother and I just like our eyes glued to the TV for like 4 episodes. And we were like, it's already 12. We should probably go to bed.
Nah.
And I almost finished the season,
It's so
in like
good.
the weekend, and it's really really good. And I hope. My hope is that they don't mess it up. Like maybe like in the sense of it, they shouldn't be able to fuck it up if they have an established actor that is beloved by many people. But part of me feels like there is a chance that it could happen that they return somehow. I don't know, but I'm worried that like he's gonna get recast and everyone's gonna be like, oh, I don't like that, and then like it comes out and it's like, I was not that bad, but I prefer the other guy. And I mean, we still have the 3 seasons, but that character could really just like.
I mean, 4 Defenders.
All right, fine.
Not count that because his
Sure.
story arc was great.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. But what like his character really, I feel like has a lot of opportunities to interact with the wider Marvel universe.
As long as as long as we can all collectively just forget about Iron Fist, I'm happy.
What if that was the ultimatum? Marvel says, okay, we either keep all the actors except Iron Fist, or we just
Iron Fist.
Who you
Oh,
want?
no.
It's
I like
a hard
Gats.
decision.
Iron Gats at the end was crazy. I just want to put. He had 2 guns that were, bro, had the powers of the Iron Fist at the end, bro. That's tough.
What a way to end the series.
What a way to end. Spoilers.
That's fine. It's been out for 2 years. It's fine.
Hey,
And it's been canceled, so I don't. Either people have watched it already, or they're not going to watch it.
you never know.
Facts.
I might go back and
You've okay.
watch it, honestly. Now that I talk about it.
So-
All of them, though. I don't just watch it.
I don't either, which I'm mad about sometimes. So I don't want to
Yeah.
sit through season 2 of Jessica Jones.
Oh, I haven't even finished that.
That fucking sucks. Wait, no. Yeah, season 2 sucks. 3 is better, but it ends really poorly. All right, we can move on. I'll say yay because I'm excited for that.
That's back at Marvel?
That is
Yeah,
a fact.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go yay as well.
Put him in
Like I
All
the
said-
right. Now, for next lightning round, we have Square announcing Neo: The World Ends with You for 2021, and that is 14 years after the original World Ends with You. So I'm gonna have to explain for everybody because I'm the only one who knows what the fuck this is, and the only one that cares.
We probably should have put this in regular news if you're gonna explain this little lore.
For real.
I'm not gonna take it. So pretty much, it's like a death game where people are put into this like version of Akihabara. It's like a city in Japan, and they don't know why they're there. And part of the game is playing the quote unquote death game, but the other part is like figuring out why they're a part of it. The original game ended with its original cast going through it, and this game, I don't know what the twist on it is besides the different characters. I don't know if any returning characters are coming, but it's a new game after 14 years, so I'm excited. I haven't played the original, but they got the Final Fantasy treatment where they were putting Kingdom Hearts as characters, so I'm always down for that. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good game.
So is the story set 14 years later, or is this?
No, it's
Is
just
it
that
just
it's been
coming
14
out?
years since the original
Okay.
game. Original game was released in 06.
So you're
Or actually
obviously
05.
yay.
I'm a
But,
yay,
like,
yeah.
I'll be a yay for you because I don't.
The art looks nice.
It really does. I love the art style. It's like a mix of anime, but like it's like comic book and anime. It's really weird. I'll actually look it up. You're gonna hear clickety clack.
Yeah. No, I'm saying on my
So,
end
like-
because it's clear.
Who's making this game?
Square Enix, the good part of
Oh,
Square
yeah.
Enix.
Oh yeah, they gotta make their Avengers money back.
Yeah,
There's $60 million in a hole money.
that's
That
the
really
original
blows.
one.
Oh,
And,
God. That looks just
Yeah, that
like
that looks Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're just not gonna say it, but yep.
Why gotta be like this, Eric?
It's not a bad thing. It just looked very similar. I was like, oh, is it just I guess a similar studio making the art, or is it just
I'm
like that
pretty sure
art?
it's all under Tetsuya Nomura, so
Oh,
the creator of Kingdom Hearts. So, and that's the new one. That's a screenshot from the trailers.
that's pretty good.
That looks pretty cool.
So is it like comic looking?
Yeah, the like the dialogue is done in like kind of sort of comic strips.
Oh, that's cool. What's next? Oh, Lenny, your last one.
Yes, Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan is officially opening February 4th, 2021.
Yay! Have you guys
Hell
seen what it
yeah.
looks
That's a yay
That's a hard year.
right off the bat. That's a yay.
like?
Yeah.
Eric, have you seen what it looks
Yes,
like?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on hashtag
Twitter.
fandom.
Japan
Give it
Pod,
the
Oh,
yay.
yeah.
Give it the yay,
Japan
Eric.
Pod. Japan Pod. Let's go.
Osaka, Japan.
Do you
Let's
want to know how I
go.
feel about this?
It's a
I'll
yay.
express it through GIF.
There we go.
Dancing
go.
Cookie Monster.
It's so beautiful. Both of them, honestly.
So there's not much to say about that. It's like, we ready.
It's just really
Go
fun.
to-
Yeah.
If we could go to Japan, we would.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be delayed in its opening.
Probably.
I would say
Yeah.
so, but I
If it does open, they're gonna take a hit. But
Yeah.
Just like we open, but like not a lot of people at once.
Yeah.
You know.
For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll link the images below because it looks really beautiful.
it's so cool. They have Bowser's Castle as the Mario Kart ride. It's so cool.
And the seats are the
Whoa.
Mario Karts
Hey.
with I get they're different carts.
Are they all
not
different
just the Mario.
characters? Carts?
I think
not,
so.
They're not just.
Because the first one is red and it's
Just
Mario.
Mario.
Behind it, it's green,
So it's probably.
and
Luigi.
after that is pink,
Yeah.
The main
orange,
cast.
and yeah. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
They made a giant fucking Bowser, like wooden statue looking thing. It's not wooden, but it's that color. Looks really nice.
I can't wait for Marvel World.
Same money though.
Money.
Money, COVID
Money.
though. Like, what do you mean?
Sorry.
I didn't have money before, and I still did things. It's just COVID. God.
All right, you want to move on to straight up news then?
All right. Straight up news. Netflix removes Chappelle Show after Dave Chappelle comes out and says to, I don't know who he said. I think he said it's like a press or something. He might have said it to a certain website. Who knows?
Oh no, he said it during a stand up.
Oh, he said it during a bit? That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So he said that during a bit that Viacom CBS, who owns like, I want to say MTV, Comedy Central, one of those big corporate conglomerate places, that they are licensing the Chappelle Show out to different places, but they're also doing it without his permission. So I know recently that Netflix got it at the beginning of November, and at the same time, HBO Max got it at the beginning of November. Nobody knew about this. We knew it was coming out. I think I talked about it maybe once or twice. I don't know if it was in a podcast though, that it was coming out on the streaming platforms. But it goes without saying that Netflix immediately removed it from their streaming platform because, you know, he has like, I want to say 4 or 5 stand-ups with Netflix, and they give him
Yeah.
that respect to where he's like, well, I don't like that they have that. And they're like, oh, well, you make us money. Like, realistically, that's what it is. You make us money, and we're going to do anything we can to make this right or keep it right.
And he basically like, I guess it started the hashtag boycott Chappelle Show
Yeah.
or something like that, and people were like, oh, are they gonna cancel him? But it was because the hashtag didn't give that many that much context.
Yes.
So so Netflix took it down, but there's other conglomerates.
Streaming services, if you will.
Yeah. You know what?
My
For those
word.
of you who don't understand why we're laughing at the word conglomerate, you can listen to the previous episode.
I hate y'all so much.
There's a bit in that. It's a funny bit.
But that's what they are, though.
I know.
Viacom, they're a conglomerate group, which is a business. If y'all don't want to go back, it's like a business.
No, go back.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm giving
I was
context.
doing a
here.
bit.
Shut up, Eric. Shut up. This is called
Huge.
free promotion in our own episode. Shut up.
Anyway.
So yeah,
But- I hate you.
aside from that, I don't know if anyone else is removing the Chappelle show, but he's very, very upset about it. He's like
mean, it makes
he's
sense.
like, I understand that you can do this, but like, is it correct? No. And I'm pretty sure in that stand-up he said something to that effect. He's like, hey audience, is it correct? And they were like, no. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he has to be getting some royalties off of it too, right? Since
I
it's
don't
like
know,
his
dude.
likeness and stuff.
I don't know, dude. He walked
Really?
away
He-
from
yeah, he
$40
left.
million, dude, from Comedy Central to do
So
another
he's just
season, and just said no. I don't know what.
But he still doesn't have any stake in it at all.
I don't know what they had on him, like, because they had that show for years and years. They showed it all the time, and then I want to say they offered him 40 million straight just to do another season, or was it? It might have been like 2 seasons or something. And he said, "No, you're not going to have me like under a slave contract." And that's when he like walked away from
Show business.
yeah, for what, 10 plus years?
Yeah, he lived in a secluded area and started a family,
Yeah.
and then came back to do stand-up on Netflix.
Yeah, that's where he did his big. I mean, he came back quick.
Well, yeah,
too.
he came back, but that everyone was excited to see another stand-up by Dave Chappelle after so long.
Yeah.
And I think it was smart of Netflix to take it down.
Yeah, it shows that they're just more than money hungry, even though they are, because
They are money hungry.
They raised their prices on every single thing and took off free trials. But we're not going to talk about that,
They took off free trials?
bro. You can't do a free trial no more.
That's
It's been
bullshit.
it's been like 15 years. You know what's on Netflix. You know what it has to offer.
Fucking
they,
Netflix.
they know what they're doing, dude. They're money hungry. They cancel good shows. All right, I'm getting off.
They're
topic.
doing live actions of shows that don't need live actions.
Avatar. No, I'm just kidding.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, oh my god.
The 2 shows that we fucking either done episodes or gonna do episodes of. Jesus Christ.
Wow. This is just us sticking it to Netflix's now.
Yeah. So
Gotcha,
Netflix. These are
Chappelle.
what the shows looked like when they were good. You can't do this. You will never be able to do this. You'll never be Batman.
You'll never be Batman.
Lenny gets it.
Hey, Tones, I want to move yours in here. That way it's a little bit more spread out.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next thing on the list. So I'm gonna start with the thing that Marvel did this past week. I think I remember Eric telling us that there was something coming, Black Panther related.
Probably.
Well, he didn't give us any context, so I didn't really know what you meant. Like what? Like, are we getting a new release date? Or are we getting something like
Nope.
like what you didn't? Because I don't think even you knew.
I don't think I knew, but I knew it was still on their release schedule. That's
Yeah.
like on their they re-released their lineup for Disney, Fox, and all that, and they pulled stuff, but they kept all the Marvel titles the same.
Yeah.
So
So Eric told us something was coming. We didn't really know what it was until Sunday, which was Chadwick Boseman's, would have been his 44th birthday.
I believe so.
They released a sort of opening tribute, the same way that they did for Stan Lee, for Captain Marvel. They basically updated Black Panther on Disney Plus to open with the tribute for Chadwick Boseman. And
that's very sweet.
yeah,
I didn't
have you
realize
seen it?
that. No, I have
You haven't
not.
seen the opening?
No, I'll look that up right now.
I mean, for those who haven't, or you have and you want to see it again, I'll link it below because it really is really
Great.
touching, and really just a really nice tribute. And it has all of the moments from the, like, either from the movie or its concept art or it's like
Endgame,
behind the scenes kind of
Infinity
thing.
War,
Yeah.
all that. Civil War.
So it's done in a similar taste to what they did for Stan Lee, and I feel like this is a really nice way for them to pay tribute on his birthday. There might be a chance we see this opening in the Black Panther movie. I'm not exactly sure, but Tones and I were talking about it, and like, I feel like it would probably be like similar to what they did for Spider-Man, the Miles Morales game. I'm sure they're gonna pay tribute to Chadwick at the end of the movie, but I feel like they're also gonna put this at the beginning of Black Panther 2. And going along with that, actually, Black Panther 2, the sequel will be filming. It starts filming in July of 2021. That's pretty soon, or at least sooner than we thought they were gonna do work on it.
I mean,
It sounds like it's still like the same order for, or very similar
Yeah.
order for,
Well,
the,
I mean,
for the lineup.
That's what Eric was talking about. It didn't change and swap out.
Yeah. I mean, that could always change depending on what happens, but I mean, seeing that they haven't done that yet is kind of strange.
And I wonder, like, what exactly the plan is. Because it'd be weird if they just switched the character arc that was meant for T'Challa for Shuri. I think that wouldn't really sit well with people, nor will it would feel natural. I just don't know what kind of. I mean, we briefly did talk about it in a previous episode. We really just kind of don't know what the plan is or what maybe could happen for the sequel. Because I mean, they could bump up Shuri's role. They could bump up what's his name. M'Baku's role, yeah. And they also said they were not gonna do any sort of digital. No, I'm saying like to bring Chadwick back for any sort of digital effect, anything. I was gonna say DH, but that's not really.
No.
Like appropriate for what I was trying to say. So they're not gonna do that.
Paul Walker him. They're not gonna Paul Walker him. That's
exactly. So they're not gonna do that. So they're gonna have to write it very carefully.
Yeah.
So the movie opens in a way that it kind of says goodbye to T'Challa. But I'm not quite. No one's sure what that'll look like.
I mean, right now, I don't think anybody wants to talk about how it's going to look like.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense.
It doesn't.
Like, realistically, July, 6 months away? That's soon.
Well, I think the problem is that, like, in this, like, in Marvel universe right now, like, there's not supposed to be anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
So it just feels weird.
5 years in the future.
In that sense. Yeah. So it just feels weird to just,
They briefly killed off several characters in Infinity War. One of them being Black Panther, and they brought him back, and it would be really strange in that kind of way. And I feel like tying it into the villain is a little cheap. If you kind of get what I mean.
Yeah.
Because
part of me thinks it might just. I don't want them to, but they might just recast.
No.
I mean,
I don't think they can. I think it's going to be but like, it might just be the only way to make a story that makes sense. Because I know I know there's people saying that Shuri's gonna step up. There's people, and then there's also the actress saying that she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But also people saying, also actors saying that they don't want to a recast.
I mean,
so it's a really tough position
Mm.
for the writers and just like for the production in general.
I feel like if Killmonger his character didn't die,
That would have worked.
they
so
could
well.
they could have brought in that character to redeem that character.
Well, I mean, they could always just say he didn't die. It'd be a cop out, but
they were saying that before, though. A lot of people
Sure.
were saying it even before Chadwick died. They would say Killmonger's coming back. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna come back, and
I mean, the death can be like an ambiguous death, so it could work like
they
that.
didn't show anything. Like, and I felt like that was for a reason, just cause.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe
So
they
that
did have a
could be-
plan to bring him back, but I feel at the same time, Michael
This
B.
might
Jordan doesn't want that as like doesn't want to
he
continue
just-
that as like the leading guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Static Shock. I get it.
I mean, what they could do is bring him back for that one movie and then find a way to pass the mantle through Killmonger.
Hmm.
I feel like
You know?
what's his face? M'Baku may have to be the
Black Panther.
guy. Yeah, my feeling is M'Baku would have to step up somehow, and then down the line we get Shuri as the Black Panther.
I mean,
I'm
no
not-
matter what, though, she is next in line.
She is next in line.
Die.
Yes,
Like
but
Mm.
they have the whole fighting ritual.
Yeah, well, that's only if
And they
challenge,
can't do. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying because if it feels it feels too early for Shuri.
Way too early. They were planning her out. Like, apparently she was getting her own show and everything before this, but then, like,
I just don't feel like this Shuri is a Black Panther kind of character either.
Yeah.
Because she's a scientist. She's not a.
she's
She's
not
not.
a warrior.
She's not as much. Yeah. Well, I mean, she probably is to a certain extent, but not nearly as much as
the
she is
way
in the comics.
T'Challa was, is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Well, I
She
mean,
was
you
more-
can throughout the next couple movies, you can write her in that kind of going into that direction. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I'm
at the
saying, like-
moment. It's
Yeah,
down.
that's what
more
I'm
down
saying.
the line.
but
Yeah,
it's,
I got what you mean.
I know, I understand, but it's more of not just like movie stuff. It's more like real life stuff that's all coming together. Because she's saying she don't want to do it without Chadwick. She can't do it, and then like it's just weird.
It's like we're hearing one thing, but we're hearing two different things going on at once, and
They're-
it's very disorienting.
They
Yeah.
apparently they have to have some type of script, some type of plan. If it's still filming in July, you know what I mean? Like something's there.
Well, look, they can still they can rewrite things from here until
July.
I
Or
was gonna say a
filming.
lot earlier than that, like maybe like March. That way they have some wiggle room if they need to.
I mean,
change
they can-
things.
They can also just take the ass way, connect it to the multiverse, recast Black Panther. That Black Panther comes over, and now he's whatever.
That is a really ass way.
You know what I
don't
mean?
like that. I know what you mean, but I don't
That's-
like that.
I don't either, but honestly, I feel like that would be way better than all of this.
Is this set after
This is-
Doctor Strange?
I don't know, dude. I believe
Because
so.
if it is, then
Probably. I mean, that could then open up a bunch of stuff.
you know, it's not. It makes sense to like. Well, they're gonna have to redo their whole plan for whatever they have planned for him, but it's a different T'Challa.
yeah, we're not really sure.
I'm
Like,
not
we
ready
can
for-
throw a bunch of ideas, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't. None of
Yeah.
it feels like it's the correct option to go, and I would understand like where the writing room for Black Panther and the director and all the actors are feeling like they're like it's just not. It's very difficult to move forward with the character and the film, seeing as how the situation is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you do want to see that, and if you haven't seen the Black Panther tribute that Marvel made, well, I'll link it below. It's really good. It's really nice.
Wakanda forever.
Lightening the mood, we have the official launch of V Shoujo. And for those of you who don't know what V Shoujo is, it is a new VTuber talent agency with the current talent being Neanners, Project Melody,
Let's go.
Zentrea, Silverveil, Iron Mouse, and new VTubers Apricot Fruit, or in quotes Fruit, as well as Hime Hajime.
Yes.
So this is big for a few reasons. First of all these VTubers were not under any sort of, they're just like freelance up until now. So now they are all under a talent agency, and they already were like kind of collaborating with each other, but I think it makes it easier, and it also makes it easier to expand their influence. So it's a good thing for that. Also, this now is an official competition to Hololive, which is like the Japanese-based VTuber agency, which has become very big, especially recently. With actually some of their VTubers are the top earners of Super Chat on YouTube right now. I believe I forget what her name is, but it's the dog one, I believe, or is it the Dragon Girl one?
Which one are you talking about?
Who's the top earner right now? It's the Dragon Girl one, right?
Is it Dragon Girl? It might be. Actually, I think Corona is the top runner.
Which is the dog girl?
The dog girl. She's
Yeah,
been
either way, they're both like they're like 1 and 2, like both of them. So they're making more money like through Super Chat, aka like YouTube donations, than anybody else on the platform. And this is also expanded. So instead of just having so at first it was Japanese VTubers, and then it became China. Then there's Chinese ones, and then there might be Korean ones.
Indonesian,
I don't know.
and then there's English.
Yeah, and now more recently they have the English variety of VTubers. So now we finally have a sort of competitor, sort of just like, maybe even collaborator with them at some point. We don't know. But this is big for people like me and Lenny, who are fans of VTubers and simp for them.
They have, like Antonio said, they have like multiple schedules now. I'm hoping for certain people to join. Like, I don't know if you know Momo, but I want Momo to join.
I would not be opposed to Bunny joining.
Oh my god, yes. They also have I want to say Hollywood. Hollywood's seen them, I guess. They're like the Hollywood Reporter on Twitter, like talked about it in the tweet, and if V Shoujo responded to that tweet, so I guess they have some Hollywood significance too, I guess.
Also, an important thing to add on to this is that the CEO and founder is actually part of the founding team of Twitch.
Oh wow!
So that is important. I think that's important to note, because that just shows that like he's someone who was there for that. So he obviously knows a thing or two about streaming and being able to manage that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I was a fan of all the ones besides the two that just debuted.
Fruit,
yeah,
but
I'm excited. I think they're all really funny and talented girls, so I'm waiting to see where it all goes. And obviously, Iron Mouse is best girl. I got a soft spot for her. Is there anything anybody else wants to say about this?
I mean, it's just
I know
mostly you and Lenny.
I mean, you got any questions? It's more one.
Yes. What does Project Melody really look like?
No one knows what.
That's a great question. Yeah. Have you seen her? Have you seen her?
She's not
exactly
a person.
that.
She's a computer virus.
Yeah.
You know this. God.
Come on, get with the lore.
No, I just want to know what she really looks like. She's
I thought they're gonna be like, I just want to get you guys mad.
That's her. Okay.
No, you can go to her website that I can't say because of reasons.
Oh, the C one?
Yeah, you can go to that.
Oh, I've been there. Trust me. That was the first stop on my research project.
That doesn't surprise me. Okay.
Anyway,
You guys can tell me later. I'm not gonna ask right now.
Don't.
Later.
And I think, I mean, that's it. If nobody else has anything to ask or say, I'm just excited to see where it goes. So I think that leads us into
When is
the
this?
last
Sorry,
topic.
when is this launching?
Oh no, it already launched.
Oh, it
Launched
already
like
Okay.
Last
2
week.
weeks ago. Oh, last
Yeah.
week. Okay.
So all the streamers or VTubers that I said that I've already seen,
Mm-hmm.
they had their re-debut with their like updated models and their whole like the whole what's gonna happen and how it's gonna work.
I said they already have like a few like Minecraft and other types of streams together. So like, it started.
It's beginning. It's the beginning of the end.
Getting at the end.
There's nothing else. You can go check.
Okay. So for the last thing for our news is that Haley Steinfeld has finally been confirmed as Kate Bishop for the Disney Plus series. Is it Hawkeye? The Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just his name. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't too sure because all the others have like not complicated names, but longer names. So
Yeah.
that's
It's called
why I
Loki
wasn't.
doesn't.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's called Hawkeye and Ronin, but it's the same person.
Hawkeye Ronan and his dog.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that he has a dog. I'm not. Okay. I'm just gonna put it out in the record. I did not call Haley Steinfeld a dog.
He did. No. Anyway.
I'm actually kind of excited for this to happen because she's been in talks for a while.
What?
And-
No, she
Close her
was
down.
in talks really like. She was in talks early. Yeah, she was the first one who went in talks, and then she was doing the Apple series.
She was doing a lot.
And yeah, and her schedule filled up a lot, and people were like, "Okay, so what other actors can we find?" And there was a lot of people.
First choice, yeah.
A lot of people were like fan casting. Even Brandon and I were talking about. Goddamn, I forgot her name.
The
I'll
girl
look it
from Power Rangers.
Power
I just
Rangers,
remember.
Which one?
yeah. The latest
Is
one.
Mega Force Power Rangers? Oh, you're talking about the movie?
It's the new one.
The movie or the show?
No, the show.
Oh God, you got that. I don't know. My son was watching it earlier. That's why I thought I knew. But never mind.
It's like it's Leanna Ramirez.
Maybe.
That's what her.
That sounds right.
That's her name. And Brandon and I were like, I'm pretty sure we both follow her, but we were like, yes, this person should be
This
Kate
one.
Bishop.
I want this.
I mean, I like both, but if you couldn't like get Haley Steinfeld, because she's really busy, I think she's very capable of doing this other role because she's done I assume Power Rangers. She's done some training in martial arts, and I'm pretty sure she can shoot a bow, an arrow, not just throw the bow.
Throws it on the ground.
Oh God.
Yeah, like we were not petitioning necessarily. We were like, oh, she'd be really good casting, and it all kind of came around because things were delayed at Marvel, and I think things are delayed with her series that she's doing. That's why she was open to be able to do this.
Money still got to keep
Which
rolling.
is really strange. Like it was not even announced. Nothing happened. It just like a video leaked today.
Yeah. Of her running with Hawkeye
Yeah.
in New York. It looks like New York.
It is New York. They're filming in New York.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and Haley Steinfeld has
Purple.
has a dog. No, his name is like Pizza, something like that. Let me look it up. Hawkeye's dog.
What?
Because I think they're gonna go into the route of
I'm sorry.
whatchamacallit? That he goes blind. From what I don't really know, but I think they're gonna do that.
That do be the question.
I mean, she is wearing purple. It looks kind of lit.
It does. She has the headband and everything too.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's too powerful? What the heck? I'm trying to send an image.
Too strong.
All right, I'm just gonna send a link to the image. Yes, and just okay. I guess it sends there.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird. We said the same thing. That's even weirder.
Whoa!
No, it's like 2 seconds before.
All right, fine. That's that's really weird still. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, so she's it looks like pajamas.
It looks like a sweatsuit, like a tracksuit.
Yeah,
not
that's what I should have said. My bad.
And a trench coat.
She got the combat boots.
Combat bow.
Yeah, and then they're just in the subway. I'm really excited to see what happens with this show because
So, like, she was always in talks, right? But they never confirmed anything because she had so much going on.
yeah,
And then I guess since she didn't have nothing going on, they just said, fuck it. She probably signed and they did it.
and then
'Cause-
they didn't tell anyone. They didn't. She hasn't even announced anything.
Yeah, well, we didn't even know it was filmed. I think I saw something last week saying Hawkeye films in 2 weeks. And then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And like, I guess it's been a while. Like, they probably signed a couple of months ago. They had to. They just don't fast pace stuff like this.
And it's kind of weird because they're still filming a lot of things
Yeah,
Like,
they are.
for not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and they're filming this and they're filming Spider-Man. I think all in New York.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Atlanta. I think Spider-Man's Atlanta right now.
Oh, maybe now, but they did film in New York.
Or they might. I mean, they start in Atlanta, I think, because they start with all the studio stuff with the visual effects and all that.
Yeah. So that's the
The
video we
big-
saw of the subway sequence.
Yeah. I just looked at that too. I was gonna send it.
I
but
don't know
didn't.
why.
Yeah.
It looks. I like that Hawkeye is in this setting.
I don't. I mean, I see him as an Avenger, but like, is he really?
So I'm saying this is more lower levels Avengers. More,
Yeah, like type Daredevil
gritty.
type stuff where you could see
Yeah.
him doing it. Yes, absolutely.
like he's on the run and he accidentally like finds what's his face, the Daredevil's villain,
Yeah,
Bullseye.
yeah. This is great seeing him out and about in the real world.
Yeah. No lie, I'm more excited about Kate Bishop than I am Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye.
I think we all are.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
like,
yeah.
It's if he goes blind and he's like, okay, this is your job now. You're an Avenger or some shit like that.
You
I'll
are
take
My
it.
Legacy.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. Like, no offense to Jeremy Renner, I'm not gonna complain.
It's not the second person he made an Avenger, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. And it's Haley Steinfeld. She's a really popular, like,
A lot. She's into everything.
she's in everything. Yeah, she's in
Music, movies.
Jack and I were talking about this. She did Pitch Perfect. She's in Bumblebee. She did the Apple Show. I think it's called like Dick something.
No, it's Dickinson. Yeah, Dickinson.
Okay.
Because- sorry. It's about Emily Dickinson,
Okay.
the
It's
writer.
not. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. It's based on it. It's not the exact
Yeah.
same events.
Mhm.
And Florence Pugh, I don't know if we said it, she's gonna be in Hawkeye. Like this show,
Apparently, yeah.
it's getting traction.
So
For-
okay, do you want to move on to that bit?
What?
The Florence Pugh,
I mean, we can, yeah.
because
Might as
like,
well.
look, she's in it. In the
Mhm.
show, she's in Black Widow,
Yes.
and that is supposed to take place between, or most of it is going to take place between Civil War and Infinity War.
You think it's
Now- What?
gonna time jump towards like after
No.
or anything?
No, I think Florence Pugh's character is gonna have a run-in with Jeremy Renner, like, because isn't he in the movie?
I don't know. But they're supposed to talk about what's it called?
Yeah, that's
Budapest?
the city,
Yeah.
Budapest. Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
assuming he's in it, I feel like she's gonna have a run-in with him.
By the
Uh,
way, in case
yeah.
you forgot, because of Black Widow, she's playing Yelena
Yelena.
Belova. Yeah.
Yes.
The other Black Widow.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So-
forgot.
Does this mean that she's the new Black Widow?
I mean, there's a bunch of them.
I'm saying okay.
But
Yeah, I know there's a
but-
bunch of them, but
in the comics, there's two. There's Natalie. What's her name? Fucking.
you almost said
Portman?
Natalie Portman, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I'm thinking about Thor now. What's her name? Jeez.
Natasha Romanoff.
Thank you. I was thinking about Iron Man too. Yes, Natasha, and then there's Yelena, and Yelena is usually the evil one, and Natasha is usually the good one.
Yeah.
So we might get, what is it, the Dark Avengers? Who knows? The Avengers are gone at this point.
See, my feeling is that they're gonna switch that character up a bit, and then because I thought that what's her face, the mother character, is the bad guy, or one of the bad guys.
I think she is on
So
top.
I'm saying she's the evil Black Widow.
But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I
This
don't know
movie-
either, but I'm saying that
We
I'm
got
pretty
pushed
sure.
back.
I think that Florence Pugh is not playing the evil Black Widow.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah, it's just really weird that like she's gonna be in the Hawkeye series, or reportedly in the series.
Mm.
So does that kind of like mess up Black Widow a bit?
Not really. It's not coming out till after Black Widow.
Well,
We
no, I
know
mean,
that.
if some people assume that she was gonna die, right?
I didn't. The only
Okay,
people
well,
I think are gonna die is everyone except for Natasha.
Yelena and Natasha.
Yelena, yeah, and maybe Natasha's not.
Natalie
gonna die,
Rushman,
obviously.
right?
Yeah, her.
You're gonna say Natalie Rushman?
Fuck.
That's such a deep cut.
Natalie Portman. No. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see what happens with that too. 'Cause all this with everything getting pushed back, who knows what the timeline is at this point and how the stories are gonna go. They restructured a lot.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna show you what the leak is, but there was a leak for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Captain America suit for Falcon, but it was a leak due to like socks,
I
like
think
the
I
art
saw
on
it.
socks. I'm not gonna
sure.
I'm not gonna show it to you guys, but this is only because the show was already supposed to come out
Yeah.
by now, and there's merchandise and licensing that like would have been out by now, and that they kind of have to hold on to it, and some things are going to leak out eventually. It's kind of
Yeah.
only the bad news for the series is like Falcon and Winter Soldier and Black Widow the movie. That's it, because we don't really know much of Eternals. We're not gonna like get any leaks. We don't know much about WandaVision that we're gonna get leaks like
Yes,
that.
we do.
All right, Eric. I don't mean like I'm talking about like merchandise,
Oh, I mean,
because that show's coming up real
that's
soon.
next month. Yeah, like that's for sure next month. I don't see anything pushing that back
No.
at all because it's Disney Plus. And it honestly, that's a good time that they picked because they picked after the Mandalorian. Like they're not competing with themselves, even though it wouldn't be competing with themselves. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean like that's what they did. That's what they were gonna do for Falcon and then Mando,
Oh, they were supposed to.
because it was like August, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and by the time that ended, it would have been like a month's gap or something.
Right. And when's the last episode of Mando? Like Christmas?
The week before,
So we get like 2 weeks
18th
between.
or something like that. All right, if that's it, then I think that would be it for the episode. I don't think there's anything else.
That's it for news.
Yeah.
Let's get into the topics. Like, joke, imagine.
Whoa.
Oh wait, do you want to talk about the child's name, Dan? Real quick.
Isn't that spoilers?
No.
Yeah, that's
I-
spoilers. We're
Not
supposed
really.
to. Yeah, it is.
No, it is.
Not
We're
this
supposed to wait until the
Yeah.
very end of everything.
Yeah, that's one because we're gonna do a review of the season.
That sucks.
I
So
know
you don't-
people.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I've made a rule for like the Disney Plus shows back when the first season came out. Like, I know it's very topical to talk about it now, but like, at some point we're gonna get exhausted of it,
It's not.
and
Really
there's no
I
one
mean,
spot.
at that point, there's stuff every week for like a whole like month and a half, and it's like, okay, at a certain point, you just get tired of talking about the show every day, every week on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, I know that, but I'm not. I just wanted to see if you want to talk about it.
It'll come up. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry.
What day is it?
That's
today?
probably gonna be one of the hot topics when you're talking about the season. That
I feel like
episode,
if they showed Ahsoka and they revealed an image of her in high quality and one of those wallpapers, I think we can talk about it. At least the name, not any of his backstory, but just the name.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about his name.
Fine, that's fine.
It's stupid. I just want to say that. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
he's not Baby Yoda. It's crazy.
So it went from Baby Yoda to
The
the
child.
child to now. What is it, Eric, that you think is dumb?
Grogu.
Yes.
That's ass. That's ass.
What did you want it to be? Yoda
Oh.
number 2?
Like Michael or something, bro.
Why
I'd be
basic?
down with that, bro.
That'd be a worse
like-
name. What do you mean?
Like, okay, so Ahsoka is cool as shit. That's cool, all right? Anakin, that's all right. You know what I mean? Yoda, that's lit. Chewbacca, that's lit.
Din Djarin?
You got, yeah, that's lit. Boba, that's lit. Grogu, like I sound like I just threw up in my mouth.
Like what? Fucking
Like what?
Steve? Like how noble does it have to be?
Like
You really
Like,
want to just name him after the fucking
every
Minecraft
single
skin?
dragon, every single Dragon Ball name lit.
Dude, I can give you
Dude,
weird
they're
Star
literally
Wars
all
names.
named after fucking vegetables. What
That's
do you mean they're
lit.
lit?
They couldn't do that with this.
Oh my
Yodeling
God.
something, bro.
Okay, look. Dud Bolt. That's one. That's a strange character,
All right.
right?
Fine, bro.
Someone did not like that child.
I mean, he's been a little shit this season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Elio Asti.
Bro, you
That's
could've
another
named-
Star Wars.
You
King
could
Are you on
Katungo.
like Star Wars
Yes.
like name generator?
No, I'm on the Star Wars website. Weird
No,
names.
These are
I'm gonna go to
actual
Star
names.
Wars name generator.
Dark Side. Like I would have been okay with that. Jesus Christ.
That's edgy. He's a kid.
Decide. Like I would
Go
have
fu-
been
That's
No,
from
no.
DC.
Me and Lenny, me and Lenny don't.
March
Shut up! That's
Matin.
Marvel.
Swollen Lou.
That you said that because they're swollen it.
Senpai, I would have been cool with that, but like,
Shut
no,
the
like,
fuck up. Why you like this?
Vizago.
How's this Grogu? Like, I feel like I just like took a. I'm not talking.
What about Salacious B. Crumb? What about that character, Eric?
Oh, that's ass too. Sounds like I don't know. That sounds like you just dropped a spoon on the floor.
Salacious B. Crumb.
Sounds like you just okay.
Was a spoon full too? Like
Yeah.
Okay, there, buddy.
being
Okay.
specific.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a frog croaking. Grogu.
Uh.
That's what it sounds like. I don't like it.
Hey man, you know
Alright.
that's by the way that's Salacious Crumb.
Oh.
Yeah, it has a name.
Don't okay. I guess we have to name the little thing Super Comic Guru. We have no choice.
I guess it just works, you know.
It just
Eric
works.
isn't okay with the message that they sent, you know, on the Mandalorian team. So
Maybe
See, look,
for sure it'd be Super Ultra Omega, Super
Look, at the-
Awesome Comic Guru.
it is weird that we have a guy named Yoda and then a female named Yaddle.
You see what I'm saying? And then
It is
Yeah, what
weird,
kind of Yaddle?
right?
it's almost like they're not related to each other, and they're trying to.
But neither's Yaddle or Yoda.
That's ass.
Yeah,
You could have
but,
named
like,
him
you know, they have
Yonho. I
more.
don't care, bro. Stick with the Y's. Stay consistent.
Could call him Yankee.
Hey, so wait, what's that race called?
We have no idea.
Oh shit!
The
No
children.
wonder I can't find it in the name generator.
Yoda race.
The children, bro.
That's
I'm
funny.
just gonna look at Dathmirian names.
No, I saw one that like it was like, all right, I've come back from grabbing some snacks. Well, what did I miss?
because they're the same age. Like he was supposed to be there.
I
Anyway.
don't mind the name. It is weird. I don't mind it.
I think you care too much.
I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna mess up. Like I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
now, if we
I'm
talk about
forgetting it,
him.
yeah.
I'm gonna mess up.
I feel like you've said Grogu enough this episode.
Nah.
You're not gonna
No,
mess it up.
absolutely
Nah.
not.
So what's his name, Eric?
I was gonna say Gregu. See, that's it.
Gregu?
Well, I'm looking at it right now. It's on my screen.
Gregorio.
Gregorio
Gregor.
McGregor. Conor McGregor. That's his name from now on. Conor McGregor. Every
There you
time
go.
I'm referring to him, he's Conor McGregor.
Alexandra Gregorio. That's
Isn't that what's her name?
it. Yes.
The one with the
The blue eyes from
yeah. That's my fan cast for Zatanna.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you know that because
Well, I think that's it then. I don't know what else we can bring up. I guess maybe if you haven't seen Avatar and you want to prepare for next episode or when we talk
Watch
about
it. You should have watched it like 10 years ago, but like, you know.
I mean,
Besides the point.
Besides, what we can do about it?
so that's it for the episode. I guess I can walk us out. So thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. It has been short but sweet. Probably like if I edit it correctly, maybe under an hour, depending. But it's okay. I mean, we've had shorter episodes.
Yeah.
So if you want to switch it up from any like podcast service, you want to change it up, we're available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Yes, I said YouTube. Things are uploading. Just I'm keeping it like in the dark because I don't want it to be like just all at once. So I'm privating things.
No.
What else? Oh yeah, so you can follow us on our social media at Nerds Be Like Pod. On Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can DM us on the Instagram. Eric will respond to you there, and if you don't want to do it there, I can also answer you on Twitter or the email, which is at nerdsbelikepod@gmail.com.
Don't do it there. I'm a very important man. I got very important things to do on Instagram. If you've noticed, very important.
You can DM us, ask us questions, give us a topic for a future episode, something like that, or any questions, comments, concerns. If you hate us, you can message us there. We can handle it. You can also review us on the iTunes app, the podcast thing. Yeah,
5-star.
I was gonna say I say every time, you can rate us whatever you think we deserve, and then everyone cuts me off and says 5-star.
5-star. I wanted to do it this way.
Okay, so I guess everyone else gets a chance. Yeah.
Say 5-star. Hold up, I gotta go to Genshin. If I pull a 5-star, you have to rate us 5 stars. Am I right? Oh, hey, look at that, Zhang Li.
He pulled a 2-star. He's lying to y'all.
I didn't pull at all. What do you mean?
Joke's on you, there's no 2 stars.
If you review us and write a little thing in the bottom, like
Write a little something.
a little something, yeah, we'll read it out.
If it's 2 stars, we're not reading it. 5 stars only.
Wow, great incentive, I guess.
5 stars. This podcast sucks. Hey, still rate us 5 stars. Debated.
Appreciate it. All right, Eric, it's very strange, but do you want me to help you out in this, or do you want?
Don't have to, but I can. I'm ready. I got my candy and everything.
Okay. I feel like you should make a YouTube video explaining your process.
It's not even a process. It's just it helps me with like. So you know how
enunciating words.
Yeah, you know how.
Yeah, I know.
What's his name? From Godfather. Put
tissues or whatever.
Yeah.
Marshmallows.
So I have the candy right here, and it just helps me. Enunciate my words.
Again,
and
so if
focus
this
a
is
little bit more.
this is someone's first episode. Brandon usually does the merch bit, and since he has been here for a couple times, Eric's been the one to step up. Not only does he read the merch and does the merch bit, but he also does an impression of our lovely...
And it goes a little something like this.
Oh, God. What's up, you mother bitches? Every week I come in here, I tell you what we have in our merch. This week I'm gonna tell you again. So this week I'm gonna tell you exactly what we had, but it's a new week. So this week we have t-shirts, we have tapestries, we have mugs, we have phone cases, we have hoodies, we have zip up hoodies, pull over, whatever you want. You can order whatever you want. We don't have hats, but Eric's getting those specially made. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you for acknowledging me. Anytime, don't worry about it. So we have all that. We have...
Wow, all right. What else do we have?
We have these
Brandon apparently
exquisite tank tops. I wear my tank top to the gym all the time. Not like every time I
Not
go.
all the time.
No, I'm not dirty. I have a washer and dryer, you know what I mean? But
That's crazy, Eric, isn't it?
I wear it all the time. It shows off my muscles, and the girls just love it. They be staring at me, yo. And I loved when they stare at me. So
Tell us
buy
more.
it. Get you some merch.
That's crazy.
And
Merch is quality.
I was gonna say Carlos and I are coming up with some designs for the future because we do need some new ones.
You
I
should make
just
a
didn't-
yellow one. I can see
Give
your
us
name
give us
being
a
in
little tease,
yellow.
Dan. What are you thinking of?
So I mean, okay, I'm gonna put on the spot, but I already told you I'm designing a Mandalorian one. It's been in the making, but just
Wow.
because they had to take it down because of copyright. I have to remake it again. And I gave Carlos the proposition, and then because Carlos is good at like very abstract art, we're gonna do things a little different with his designs. Still trying to give it a little bit of the Nerds Be like touch to it, but it's gonna be different. But yeah, I think that's it for the merch. Unless you got something else to say.
No, that's it, Dan. You can take it away.
Thank you for the tag team, Brandon and Eric.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm always here for it. Me too.
That was a great job, guys.
Where are you right now, Toads?
It's just,
I'm like
he has
2
like
feet
a
away from my mic.
paper towel holder like this.
I
Why?
want the far away sound effect.
As if you're
This
in the
is
same
this is
room.
how I'm gonna hype up the things from now on.
Okay, it's not gonna totally gonna sound nice whenever that I listen back to it.
Oh, it's gonna sound great. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh,
Before we end it there, we also have links and resources in the description. We have resources for the Black Lives Matter movement. It should be the first link there. It takes you to a bunch of other resources. It's the one link. And then below that we have coronavirus donations. If you would like to donate, that's also available there. I know I was gonna put the Chadwick Boseman tribute in the description, but there might have been something else I'm forgetting right now. But whatever else is I'm gonna put up there, it'll be up there too. Yeah, like I said, short but sweet. But we'll be back for the next episode, which, like Tone said, will be the retrospective of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, you can catch up on it before we do that. So thank everybody for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi.
Eric, say goodbye. I can't see the camera.
Yeah, say bye.
wear a condom.
No.
Squawk out with your cock out.